Hello friends, today our topic is communication theory part first. Communication theory are divided in two parts in my lectures. Two lectures will be uploaded on YouTube, part first and the part second. We will discuss in the part first what is the meaning of communication theory, what is the features of communication theory, and what is the main types of communication theory, and what is the communication process. So let's start. Meaning of communication. Meaning of communication, it means what is the word meaning of communication? Dear friend, communication is the essential part of our social life. Our social life is not run without communication because we cannot share our ideas, views, informations to each other. So, communication is not essential requirement of any organization, but it is essential needs of social system. Without communication, we cannot operate the any system. Communication is the exchange and flow of information and ideas from one person to another with its real meaning. It means communication. Communication is the exchange. Communication means exchange of ideas. Communication means exchange of views. Communication means exchange of information. But only exchange is not communication. If our information exchange and flow with the real meaning and without the change of meaning, then we can say information or communication process. According to Fifner, and Fifner says that communication is the heart of management. It means communication is the key feature of any organization, any types of organizations. Any types of organization, it means any organization which is small and big, complex and simple, formal and informal. Communication is the heart of management in any organization. It means without communication, any organization cannot be operate. Next, according to Keith Davis states that it is the process. It means communication is a process. Communication is a process of sending and understanding information from one person to another. You can see here understanding. It is very important, understanding, because we cannot say the communication if cannot share the understanding. If share only informations, ideas, views, that is not communication. Communication means exchange the ideas, views with the understanding, with the real meaning. Then we can say that is communication. Next, John Millett states that communication is a shared understanding. Communication is a shared understanding of shared objectives. Communication is the shared meaning of ideas. It means our common goals, our common understanding, and our common objectives. We will be say that is communication. It means communication is not belong to only information and ideas. Communication process concerned with the understanding of receiver. Then next, according to Odway-Teed says that communication is the process in which a person transmits his thoughts and feelings to others. Feelings, you can say, see the word feeling. Feeling is important. Odway-Teed says that feeling is important in any process or in the process of communication. If cannot share the feelings, we cannot say the communication. Communication means share the feelings, attitudes, emotions, and real meaning. Next, communication process. Now we will discuss about what is the communication process. Communication process. Basically, many scholars says that communication process belong to three basic elements. Number one is that sender. It is the source of information. Sender is the source of all types of information. Without sender, any communication process will not be start. It means it is starter. It is beginner of communication process. Then second component is message. What will be to share? If have no any message, what is share? What will we share? It means message is the second important part of communication process, and receiver is the third basic factors of communication process. It means without receiver, our communication process cannot be completed, because receiver is the second part of information. One part is sender and second part is receiver. Information, idea with the understanding, feeling, emotions share from sender to receiver. Sender is A and receiver is B. A to B, a communication process will be completed between A to B. It means A and B, sender and receivers, to important part with the message. Next, some scholars says that only three components is not fulfill the communication process. 8 major elements of communication process or integrated communication process. What are the 8 elements of communication process? You can see in the diagram: sender, encoding, then channel, then decoding, then receiver, then response, then feedback, then noise. These are 8 elements which related to integrated communication process. Now, sender, it means source of informations, already clarified by me. Then next, encoding. Encoding means how to create the message. What are the technique of create the message? It means language of message. It means special sign of message. It means special character or indicators of message. Then third component is channel. What is the means to share the information, ideas and views with the understanding, which is called channel. Then decoding. Decoding means break down the encoding to convert the message by receiver. Receiver can achieve the message with decoding. It means clarify the coding Then next element is receiver. Without receiver, any communication process will not be completed. Then what is the response of receiver? It means what is reaction of receiver about the message, regarding message and the communication which have received by the receiver. Response. Now receiver become sender, because communication is two-dimensional process. From sender to receiver, you can see here, from sender to receiver, then receiver to sender. It means now receiver becomes sender and the sender become receiver. It means two-dimensional process, from 1 to second and second to 1. You can see in here narrow arrow, from here and then here, from here A to B and then B to A. It means communication is two-dimensional process. Now receiver become a sender, then he completed the encoding process, because he want to share the ideas, views and information with understanding. So encoding process completed by the receiver as a sender. Now he become sender. Then what is the channel? Channel and channel, you can see here, channel and channel. Then decoding, encoding and encoding. You can see here encoding and then encoding. Then you can see decoding and the decoding, same process, both level, or two-dimensional process, same. Then you can see feedback. Feedback mechanism is very, very important elements in communication process, which decided the effectiveness of communication. What is the effects? A communication process, we see in the feedback mechanism. We can see in the feedback mechanism. Feedback mechanism is a tool of responsiveness in environment regarding any process of communication. Next and last element is noise. Noise means not increase the volume. Noise means any problem regarding and between the communication process. Any problem which emerge in the communication process, we called noise. Noise regarding technical problem. Noise means regarding language problem. Noise means coding, decoding problem. Noise means problem of the understanding ideas. Noise means term definitions and special term meaning. All kinds of problem between the communication process known as noise. So these are 8 elements in the communication process have important role in the process. The next topic is the features of communication. It means what are the major features of communications. Now we can say above mention meanings, types and communication process. Some features are emerged, which is following are: number 1, first characteristics is that communication is a two-dimensional process. Communication is a two-dimensional process. It means communication is two-way exchange in two-way, from A to B and B to A. It is a two-dimensional process. Then second features is that communication is a continuous process. It means communication process is not be completed on one topic and one point. Communication process is continuously run. It is continuous process. in the organization, in our social life. Then next features is the requirement of at least two parties. Communication process require two parties or two aspects. One is sender and the second is receiver. Two parties in the communication system is irrelevant. It means two party in a communication process are essential. Then next features is that it includes both information and understanding. It is not sharing the views, ideas and information and data. It means communication process sharing the understanding between one person to other person, one officers to other officers, one section to other sections, one department to other departments and other many departments. It means communication process is a understanding process. What is saying the sender and what is understanding by the receiver, both are same. Then we can say that is communication process. Then next characteristics is that the response mechanism is essential for making communication system effective. It means effectiveness of communication process will be decided by the response mechanism. So response mechanism have important role play in the communication process. It means what are the reaction of your receivers? What are the reaction of your listener? It is very important. Then next and last features is that it is performed at many levels in the organization. It is not only related to one level in any organization, it is belong to any and each level in the organization. Because a organization in a hierarchical organization, a organization have many levels. So communication process have been completed at every levels in the organization. Then next topic is kinds of communication. It means what are the types of communication? We can say what is the method of communication. Now, number one, verbal communication. Verbal communication like me and you, like my video, I am speaking and you are listening. This is verbal communication. You can see in the PPT, arrow, via arrow, verbal communication. It is the symbol of verbal communication. They are friend, one female and second is male. Between the male and female, between the boy and girls, ideas sharing with the understanding, it is the symbol of oral communication. Oral communication save the time and money. Oral communication to clarify the doubts. Oral communication is important for long time lecturers and engage the audience for long time. But oral communication have no any proof. We cannot clarify and verify it after the complete process of communication. It is not legal aspect. Many times you have seen that many politicians speak what happened, what will be happened, but after some time they are saying, I cannot speak, I was not speak. It is misinterpretation. It is misinterpretation of my ideas, they are saying. So verbal communication is not better for the formal organization and the legal organization and the governmental organization. Next, written communication. Written communication, you can see here, this is written communication. Write down on the pad our regulations, our constitutions, our rules, our laws, which is made by the parliament, which is by the president and cabinet and other officers and line agencies, staff agency and auxiliary agencies. They are write down. The written form, because written communication is very good for formal organization. Written communication is a proof. We can identify and clarify after the sometimes of written communication. But written communication is a long process. Written communication emerge the difficulties to understand the word and term. Written communication to increase the red tape and corruption. Then next type of communication is gestural communication. You can see in the picture expression of face, this person, happiness. He is happy, so he is laughing. Then next face is very sad. It means he is sad, she is sad. Then next face is very angry. It means she is anger. And the fourth face, fear. So we can say four different phases in the PPT and different four types of emotions, attitudes, feelings. Gestural communication is very important to express the feelings, emotions, attitudes, but it is not common in the world. Many signs are not common, have not common meaning in different culture to culture. Like this is sign of okay, but it is not common sense in US and Brazil and Latvia and Luxembourg. This symbol have different meaning in the different country and the culture. But some sign is universal, like in the cricket, in the traffic. This is sign of out in the cricket. This is sign of 6 run in the cricket. It is universal. Then next, communication, downwards communication. Downwards communication means you can see here on PPT, this is triangle. This is the top part of organization and it is the status of chief executive officer. And this is B subordinate and this is C subordinate. Any communication between the from the A to B and A to C It is downwards communication. Downward communication means any command and any information, idea and views with understanding from superior to subordinate, from upper level, higher level to upper level. That was kind of downwards communication. Basically, it is symbol of formal organization. There are relationship between the hierarchy, superior and subordinate. Then next types of communication is upwards communication. You can see in this triangle, this is the top part and top management like chief executive officer. Then this is the subordinates in lower parts, and then it is subordinates at lower parts, and the lower parts are at the lower layer of organization. Now from B to A, any information share B to A, and any ideas shared with understanding from C to A. This is upward communications. This is kinds of communication is upwards communication. From, it means upward communication from lower level to upper level. From lower level to upper level, from bottom subordinate to superior. Subordinate, this is superior, this is subordinate, subordinate to superior. Subordinate to superior communication is the symbol of upward communication and the kind of upward communication. Then next is horizontal or lateral communication. Horizontal communication. These types of communication complete between the similar postage officers. Officers which status in similar post. Like you can see this triangle. This is the top officer, chief executive officer. This is the lower and subordinates officers. And this is the symbol of B to superior D. D is superior from B. This is superior from for D. And this is E subordinates. And this is K superior. And this is Z superior. It means communication process between K to Z and Z to K. This is lateral communication. Communication between from C to D and D to C. This is symbol of horizontal communication. And communication between the B to C and the B C to B. This is symbol of horizontal communication. It means horizontal communication completed between the similar postage officers. Similar officers. Then next types of communication is diagonal communication. It types of communication means you can see here the triangle. A is the topmost officers in organization, which called CEO. Then B is subordinate and C is subordinate. Okay. B to D and B to Z and B to Z to X. It is the symbol of diagonal communication. Okay. Then formal communication. Formal communication most of and generally completed in formal organization like governmental organization or like any private organization which is a formal organization. It means rules, regulations, systematic, wider aspects. Then informal, last types of communication, informal communication. It is completed in any types of organization, basically informal organization, it is depends upon interrelation between the officers, between the superior and subordinates, between the subordinate and superior. It means it is the symbol of human relation approach. It is symbol of informal groups which create in a formal organization. It means informal communication is the symbol of informal group organization, informal groups. So these are the main kinds of communication and main kinds of communication method. We will discuss about are the main models of and the major models of communication, and what are the main barriers in the communication process, and what is the importance of communication process in an organization. In the part second, today our topic has completed. Thank you so much.